Hey, Renee,
Dad, I'm so depressed.
what's going on?
So I got an A+ on my paper.
That's no reason to be depressed.
My paper was about plastic pollution, and the situation is totally depressing.
What's happening?
Well, did you know that by the year 2050, there's going to be more plastic in the ocean than fish?
That's hard to believe.
Plastic is literally everywhere on Earth, from the mountains to the bottom of the ocean. It's literally raining plastic, and it's in our air.
That is kind of depressing.
It gets worse, Dad. Animals are mistaking plastic for food and eating it. And it's not just sea turtles and fish, land animals are eating it too. Cows, pigs, you name it. They're finding these giant plastic bundles inside camels' stomachs.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Are you ready for the really bad part?
I'm not sure.
They're now finding microplastic in our food. And I'm not just talking about seafood, it's in our fruits and vegetables. Scientists estimate that humans eat about 5 grams of plastic each week. That's the size of a credit card. The problem's getting worse. Plastic production is increasing exponentially. We have to do something, Dad.
I have an idea. I have this friend, Shelly. She's a fanatic about recycling. I'll set up a Zoom chat with her to see what she can tell us that we can do about this problem.
Hello there.
Thank you for joining us, Shelley. Irene and I were just talking about plastic pollution and how pervasive it is. We really want to do our part, so I thought you could give us some insights since you're one of the most committed recyclers that I know.
I'm so glad you called, and I'm happy to hear that you want to do your part. I used to believe that recycling was the answer. Unfortunately, there's no way we're going to recycle our way out of this situation. I've recently discovered that if we really want to help, we're all going to have to take some alternative actions.
What do you mean? But isn't recycling a good thing?
Recycling is a good idea, but it won't solve the problem. Most people think that if they recycle, then they're doing their part to save the planet. The problem with plastic is that it never really goes away. In fact, less than 10% of all plastic gets recycled, and the rest of it just gets dumped back into the environment.
Are you saying that the plastic we put in the recycling bin doesn't actually get recycled?
Well, only a small fraction of it does. Just because a piece of plastic has a recycling symbol on it, it doesn't mean that it's going to get recycled. Very little actually is. The bottom line is that recycling plastic isn't cost effective. As long as it's cheaper for companies to produce new plastic, that's what they're going to do. And plastic pollution is just going to keep piling up.
Oh no! What can we do? How can we make a difference beyond recycling?
Well, one of the easiest things you can do and the best things that you can do is to reduce your consumption of single-use plastics.
Single use? That's like water bottles, right?
Yes, single-use plastics include things like water bottles, also soda, juice, other beverage containers, plastic grocery bags, and many other forms of plastic packaging.
That doesn't seem like enough, and it seems really difficult.
Well, it's a great place to start. My friend Smiley is an environmental activist. Let's have a follow-up chat with him. I'll set it up. Hey, Smiley, thanks for taking time to talk to us today about plastic.
My pleasure. I took the liberty of inviting my friend Dale. We were just talking about plastic yesterday.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Smiley, we know that recycling isn't the full solution, so we want to know what else we should do.
Well, here's the thing. We won't solve the problem with a few people doing a lot. What we need is a lot of people doing a little.
That makes sense, Smiley. What do you suggest?
Well, I've spent quite a bit of time picking up trash on the beach, and I've noticed that a lot of it has to do with drinks. Stuff like plastic bottles, plastic cups, straws, and lids.
Why do you think that is?
Well, drinks make up a big percentage of our single-use plastic, and people carry it around to the park or the beach or just doing their daily activities. Inevitably, some of it gets left behind.
Yeah, tell us more.
Well, the good news is it's pretty easy to eliminate beverages with single-use plastic. There are lots of great alternatives like glass bottles or aluminum cans, also paper cartons. And instead of plastic water bottles, you can use a water filter and carry a reusable container.
That's great. So, how can we be part of the solution?
It's pretty simple. Go to www.noplasticdrinks.com and take the pledge to stop buying drinks packaged in plastic.
What if I'm not willing to do that, Smiley? You know, my favorite drink comes in a plastic bottle, and I've looked around and I don't see any alternatives, no substitutes really.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to be perfect. The pledge is just asking you to make a good faith effort. Just choose a more sustainable option when possible.
Okay, I can do that. I'm in.
Me too.
Me too.
Awesome. That's a great place to start. And from there, you can decide if you want to reduce your plastic in other areas.
This is so great. What else can we do?
Well, like I said, we won't solve this problem by ourselves. So the best thing each of us can do is tell our friends and have them tell their friends. If we work together, we can really tip the scales.
Let's do this.
Yes, let's.
I hereby pledge
From this day forward,
to make a good faith effort.
To avoid drinks with
plastic packaging.
And that means
no plastic bottles,
Cups, straws,
or lids.
whenever possible, I'll choose
Glass, aluminum, or paper. I will only use a plastic
when no other
option is available.